Yo, what's up? It's 12 with the Daily Arc. I'm about to show you how to make a custom component for your web page. I want ArcBlock to be as fun for everybody else as it is for me. And building custom components for my web page has been very fun. So let me show you how I do it. Because I think that it's this custom component tool that ArcBlock offers that separates it from a lot of the other web page building tools. It separates it. This ability to make these custom components, I think, puts distance between ArcBlock and other web page building tools. So let's get into it. You're going to need to go to your Pages Editor dashboard. Once you're on your Pages Editor dashboard, you can see in the left here is Pages. These are the different pages that I've made. And then below that it says Components. Now these are some of the different components that I've made. Let's look at some of these. Okay, this one is the blurred banner. Basically, I can put a picture in here and it blurs the corners of it. Or what's another one that I've made? How about the glimmering sign? Okay, the glimmering sign. If I write something in here, hello, you'll see it popped up here. Hello, and it changes colors. A contact me. Now, if somebody pushes this button, it's going to open up their email and see me. These are the kind of custom, I can put these components onto my web pages. So how do I make a new one? You can see I got a whole bunch of them, right? Even the BM9000 that everybody was seeing here, where I could click here and make my spaceship move, is a custom component. So how do I make these custom components? Well, I come here to my components section and I just hit plus. Now a new component was defaulted down here. This is the new one. It's a unhuman title at first, but if I go over here where it says basic info now and I type in name, I'm going to write test component. And you can see down here it changed. Now it says test component. Now the default code is a hello world code. That's why you'll see here it says hello world. And you can see this code right here is what's producing the hello world. You can see it says hello world. Now I'm not a coder. I don't know how any of this really actually works. I just push buttons and things happen. You can do the same thing. And it's super fun. Now real quick side note, if you don't like the way that this default looks, you can change the look. Right now the theme is Dracula. But I come here to GitHub Lite, and that's the default. So now it changes the way that my code looks. So that's pretty sweet. I think that's a new function inside of the Pages Kit, so shout out to the team for always updating with something cool. Now I can also expand the code right there so I can see it in its entirety, and that will become useful as time goes on. As your codes get bigger, you'll want to be able to see them. Okay? I'm just making a quick tutorial though. You're going to have to experiment like I did if you really want to get into the funk. So what do we want to make right now? What kind of component do we want to make? I mean, let's just look at it. I could change hello world. I can say, this is my world. So you see it's changing it up here. So what do I want to make though? Let's say I want to make a MP3 player for my Pages Kit. All I do is I copy this code. So I hit copy. I come over here to ChatGPT and I say, yo chat, I want to make a MP3 component using this type of code. And then I paste in the code. Now chat's going to look at that and say, to create an MP3 player component using the structure you provided, you can leverage HTML as an element to handle audio playback. All right, so it created a code for me. I just hit copy code, come back over to my studio here, erase all this, and then bam. Now you see there's an MP3 player right here. Okay? But let's say this. Check this out. Because it says make sure to replace your audio file MP3 with the actual path to your audio file. All right. So I don't want to have to go in and change this manually. I want to add a prop. So this is what I'm going to do. I say, chat, cool. Give me code with a prop to add music URL. I just say, okay. Here's an updated version, and now it's given me a prop. It says this component now accepts a music URL prop. Okay, so I'm going to copy that music URL. This is my prop. Boom. I copy that. Come back to my pages editor. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to copy this new code. Got to copy the new code. Come back to my pages editor. I'm going to erase the old code, put in the new code. Oh, look at this. Failed to resolve module specific prop types. Okay, so there was an error. So I got to copy this error and go back to ChatGPT and say, and put in the error. Now chat's going to take a look at that and it's going to say, okay, something's wrong here. Let's get back to it. Copy this new code here. Go into my pages editor. Boom. Now it still looks like the same MP3 player, but what I can do now with that prop, right? This music URL prop. Okay, I'm going to copy that. Prop is short for property. And you'll see add property. So I hit add property and I go to key and I drop in that music URL. Now, what I need to do is put in a URL for some music right here. So let me get one. I go over to my media kit or my media gallery. All right. I got a ton of music already uploaded to my media gallery. So I'm going to come here. Let's see, go to beats. I'll take this track. Just copy the URL. Okay. Boom. Buenos dias. I copied that URL. Come back to my pages editor. And I drop that in. Okay. I know this looks so easy, and it is. Okay. Now it's in there. Let's see what happens. Boom. Okay. Let me refresh. I had to unmute this. Okay. But look at this. So you're like, yo, 12, what does that even mean? You got an MP3 player. Okay, so let me show you what this means. Okay? If I go to the Daily Arc front page, and I scroll all the way down, you're going to see subscribe to newsletter. This is a custom component. This subscribe to our newsletter. But if you're looking at this, look, there's no MP3 player on the page right now, okay? It's not on here. So, I go back to my pages editor. Okay? I'm going to erase the URL just for a sec, okay? Because I don't want that to default. I don't want there to be any default value in my custom component. I want to be able to change that. Okay. Now here's the test component. Let me go back up to my page. This is the home page right here. Okay? This is the unpublished home page. Right here, this is live. This is the live page. I'm making changes to the page right now. And I'm going to add this MP3. So, okay, now I'm on this page. What I do here is into where it says components, right? There's a whole bunch of different components on here. Each one of this is an embedded component, all right? But stay with me. I come here, I go to custom component. So now it says, look it, please select component to render. When I clicked that, you're going to see over here now it says properties, custom component. It wants me to choose which component I want to use. So I can come down here and I'm going to choose test component, which was the MP3. You see the MP3 player pop up. Okay? So now I got to put in that URL for the music. Okay, let's refresh this. Let's see here. I might have, okay, boom. I just had to get out of it and get back into it. So now it's on the page, and you can see I could play it. Cool, MP3 player's on the page. Now I'll go back to the live page. You can see on my live site, it's not there yet. What I have to do is publish this. So I come here to publish to staging. I just choose the one page that I'm updating, the Daily Arc. It's published. Now I have to go to preview, go to staging. Well, it's actually in staging, right? It's not yet published. It's in staging. But we can see if it's actually going to be on there. And you see it is. Now it's messed up. I'll have to, the code isn't perfect. It usually takes a little while to perfect it because I would want to center it, but I just want to make a quick video. I hit publish to production. Hit publish. Okay, boom. Now it's live. If I come over here to the live page, you don't see it, but if I hit refresh, you now see that my web page, this is the live page, my web page has an MP3 player on it. My web page now has an MP3 player on it. So that was like in a couple minutes that I did that. I used ChatGPT, I think about what I want, and then I get to it. And now I got this MP3 player on there. Now see what I'm saying? Like, to me, this is what separates ArcBlock from the other web page building tools that I've ever used. Like, this is so easy. And I could build so many different things, like a rotating banner. If I, changes images, a decorative bar. So this can be a divider for the page. Image slider, okay? There's no images loaded, but right here you can load your images easily. And then just have an image sliders. I made a coin flip, right? You've seen this coin flip. This is a custom component. I could hit this, heads, tails, what's good. This is a custom component I made. Subscribe. You can even make a calendar. The calendar it didn't really work out the way I wanted it, so I'm still building it. So some of these are still in production. You can then take these custom components and put them into the official ArcBlock store where your friends can launch them into their own pages very easily. All right, so that's just a quick video right there. I just wanted to show you how I make custom components, how easy it is to make them. All you have to do is hit add component, take this default code. You got to make sure you have this code. You put that into ChatGPT and say, make something with this type of code, and they're going to get that code. All right, boom. That's another dope tutorial video from the 12-inch himself. All right, I hope you like it. I hope that you consider supporting the channel, buying one of our Bonk NFTs out of our marketplace over here on the Daily Arc. That's right, you can come over to our marketplace and you can choose from some different ones that we have loaded up already. One ABT is where the floor price is. So support the channel, get you a Bonk NFT, and let everybody know about ArcBlock. Because I'm telling you, I got inside information, man. I'm telling you, ArcBlock is going to lead the pack with this type of tech. It's like a dope video game right here. ArcBlock is going to is leading from behind right now because people are so caught up in the gambling phase of crypto. But this tech is beyond crypto, man. This is something that everybody in the real world can use. And that's why I'm such an advocate for it. So, boom. thedailyarc.did.life can get you a Bonk NFT. Support the channel, and let's keep going, all right? Peace.